Hey everybody, my name's Richard and I'm a Taekwondo instructor from Warminster in Wiltshire, and today I'm bringing you an introductory video to Taekwondo in association with the Lucozade sport. So you don't need any equipment with you today, just need some comfortable clothing. If you're doing this outside, it might be worth putting on some training shoes, but traditionally we do it barefoot, so that's what I'm doing today. And you need a little bit of space around you to be able to exercise in. The good thing about Taekwondo is you can do this anywhere, anytime, and do it on your own. So with that in mind, get yourself ready, find a bit of space and we'll get started. Right, so we'll start this session as we do with any other traditional Taekwondo lesson, where we show mutual respect between the instructor and the student. So first thing we'll do is going to come to attention, so that's where you bring the heels of your feet together and place the hands by the side of your body. And then we're going to do a bow where you bend from the hip. Great, now we're going to start warming up, so let's get jogging on the spot. So Taekwondo is a martial art that originated from South Korea and is practiced by thousands of people all across the world, of people of all ages. Let's take the feet out to the side and back to the centre. It's also a great way to keep fit and active, and it's also a means to be able to learn some self-defense skills as well. Good, let's take the feet forwards and backwards now. Also, Taekwondo is an Olympic sport, so it's practiced by many people going on to competitions all over the world. Good, what we're doing now is we're going to bring the knees up to the front. So like you're jogging, but just bringing the knees up, high knees up to the front. Good, now we're going to flick the heels up towards your bottom. So just creating some dynamic stretches now across the front of the thighs. Good, and then back into a jog again. Okay, pretend you've got imaginary skipping rope. What I want to do is you're just going to use your arms to swing that imaginary skipping rope around while you're jumping on the spot. Small little jumps. Good, now we're just going to move from side to side. Still got that imaginary skipping rope, so you're moving it around with your arms. Good, now we're going to twist the hips now. So just twisting the hips, little tiny jumps. Good, and then back into a jog again. Right, while you're jogging, I want to get both arms, big circles, drawing them forwards. And then both arms going backwards. And then just to get your brains working, put them both out in front of you. One's going to go forwards, one's going to go backwards. Good, then let's try that going the other way around. Brilliant, just take them out to the side and then give yourself a hug, make yourself feel good. And then just take the arms up and down. Top one, you can just give yourself a pat on the back. Again, just always good. And back into a jog again. So you should be feeling a little bit warmer now. So now we're ready to go into the actual Taekwondo. Okay, so now we're going to start practicing our Taekwondo techniques. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is a sitting stance, which is one of our basic stances in Taekwondo. If you take your feet about 2 shoulder widths wide, make sure the feet are pointing straight forwards, and then I want you to bend the knees, a little bit like you're sat on a really, really wide horse. So as you drop your hips down, I want you to try and think about forcing your knees outwards while you keep the toes pointing straight forwards. So that's your sitting stance. We're then going to do traditional punches in this sitting stance. So to make sure you form a fist correctly, bring the fingers together, bend the fingers down, and then I want you to place the thumbs on the bottom of the fingers like you're trying to push them and squeeze the fingertips back up into the palm of the hand. So the thumbs are on the bottom of the fists. So you're going to place one fist out directly in front of you about shoulder height, and the other fist is going to come in onto the side of the hip. This is what our traditional punches looks like. So we're just changing the hands over. So as I do a punch from this one that comes from my hip, the one that's out is a reaction hand that then comes back to the side of the hip. So there's our traditional punches. So I'm going to count them in Korean. So when you hear me count, I want you to then do exactly the same as me. So you're then going to do a punch out in front of you while you keep your feet where they are. So stay nice and low into your stance. Ready? Hana. Good. Do. Set. Net. Brilliant. And again, we'll do another set of 4. So I'm counting Hana, do, set, net. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Brilliant. Make sure that you haven't straightened your legs, so you're still staying low into your stance because we're trying to develop these leg muscles for kicking in Taekwondo. Do. Set. Net. Brilliant, well done. Okay, bring the feet back in, give the legs a little bit of a shake. Right, so the next one, what we'll do now is we'll do those traditional Taekwondo punches again, but we're going to practice it actually stepping. So we're going to step forwards and step back. So I want you to take your right leg back behind you, okay, and then from there I want you to bring your left fist out in front of you and put your right fist on the side of the hip. So you've got left foot forwards, I'll do the mirror image for you. Left foot forwards, left fist out in front, right fist on the side of the hip, right leg back. So from there, when you hear me count this time, I want you to take a big step forwards and do the punch, and then take a big step back and do a punch with the other hand. This time as we step forwards, we're going into what's called a walking stance, which is another basic stance in Taekwondo, where you've got your front knee bent and the back leg straight. So as you step forwards, back leg straightens out as you do your punch with the front hand. As you step back, front knee stays bent, back leg straight. Okay, so get yourself ready, left fist out in front. Ready, Hana, so step forwards, punch, step back, punch with the opposite hand. Dull, step forwards, right punch, step back, left punch. Set, 1, 2, good. Net, 1, 2. Right, let's change the feet over, change the hands over, so you should have your right foot forwards now, right hand out in front, left fist on the side of the hip, left foot back behind you. So the purpose of us bringing this hand back as we do the punch, it can actually be like a reaction hand, like you're pulling someone into your punch. So it adds to the effect of actually hitting someone if you needed to use it. Obviously for self-defense, we wouldn't use that otherwise. Right, let's try it on the other side. Ready? Hana, so step forwards, punch, step back, punch. Good. Do. 1, 2. Set. Brilliant. Net. Excellent, good. Bring the feet back up. Give your legs and your arms a bit of a shake. Okay, so the next technique we're going to do is a middle block, which traditionally is thinking about blocking against an attack. So what we're going to do this time is, if again you take your left foot forwards and then bring your left fist up in front of you, so with the elbow bent, it's like you're kind of showing off your muscles to someone, and then your right fist is going to go back onto the side of the hip, so you've got your right foot back behind you. So to do this technique, when I count this time, you're going to take a big step forwards and cross your arms to the side of the body, and then this blocking arm comes round to the front, so it finishes level with your shoulder. And then when we take a step back, crossing on the other side of the body, and again that front arm is going to swing round to the front, so the fist finishes level with the shoulder again. Okay, so from there we're going to step forwards, cross, block, step back, cross, block. Same principle as what we did with the other one with the walking stance. Ready? Hana. So step forwards, cross, block to the front, step back, cross, block to the front. Do. Step forwards, block with the right, step back, block with the left. Set. Block with the right, step back, block with the left. Good. Net. Cross, block, cross to the side, block. Excellent. Let's change the feet over. Change the hands over as well. So you have your right leg forwards now, right hand in front of you, ready to do the block with the left. Okay, so the purpose of this could be an application like if someone's grabbed you and you can actually defend and actually use your arms to then release from that grab. So let's try this one again on the other side. Hana, step forwards, cross, block, step back, cross, block. Do, step forwards, cross, block, step back, block. Good. Set, step forwards, step back. Net. Good. And relax. Okay, well done. Let's go on to the last technique I'm going to teach you. If you translate Taekwondo, it means the way of the hands and feet. So far we've been using our hands to do the punches and the blocks. So now we're going to use the feet because we're going to do a kick. And traditionally in the martial arts world, Taekwondo is renowned really for its kicks. Some of the high level kicks go on to do jumping, spinning techniques. But we're going to keep it simple to start off with. We're going to do a front kick. Front snap kick it's called. So I want you to put your left foot back behind you and then just bring your hands up in front. So basically like you're trying to protect yourself. And then off this back leg, what we're going to do is lift the knee up to the front. When the knee's up as high as you feel comfortable, you're going to go to straighten the leg, not fully, but you get what's called the snap, which is the part of the kick. And then the foot's then going to go back down to where you started. So we're just going to work off one leg on this one. Knee comes up, kick, then the foot goes straight back down. Traditionally, you'd be using the ball of the foot. So if you were to lift your heels up off the floor, the part of the foot that's on the floor at that point is the ball of the foot. And that's the part of the foot we use to do the front snap kick. So don't try and do this too quickly because you don't want to pull any muscles. I know we're warm by now, but we just want to do this steady. So let's have a go. Hana, knee up, kick, and then gently put the foot back down to where you started. Do, knee up, kick, Gently put the foot back down where you started. Set. And some of you might be more flexible than others. You might be able to get a higher kick, but net, really, in a self-defense situation, you won't need to kick high, so we kick generally towards the groin. So if someone was about to attack you, you could then kick them in the groin as part of a self-defense technique. Right, let's change the legs round. So we'll do that with the other leg. So we're going to do it with your right leg now. So keep the hands up. Ready? Hana. So knee up. Kick. And then step the foot back down. So it's all about balance and control. So working the core as well. Do. Knee up. Kick. And then let the foot drop back down. Set. Brilliant. One more. Net. Excellent. And bring the legs forwards. Give the arms and legs a bit of a shake. So this last one then is kind of putting a little bit of what you learned traditionally together. So we're going to do sort of a sparring style combination, but just working with punches and kicks. So if you take your left foot back behind you, bring your hands up so you're in that position like we did before, like you're protecting yourself. So we're going to do now more of a sparring style double punch really. So we're going to punch with the front hand, punch with the back hand, and then we're going to do a kick with the back leg, same kick as we did earlier, then put the foot back down. So it's a little combination where we're doing a couple of punches and then a kick, but we're doing it in a sparring style format. So because we're doing it in this sparring style, which is what you see in the Olympics, we're going to get you moving. So let's get you bouncing on the spot. That's it. And then what I want you to do is you're just going to stick out your front hand to do the jab. Then this back hand's going to then follow to do what's called a reverse punch or a cross. And then the back leg's going to do that front kick we did earlier. When you put the foot down, carry on bouncing. You ready? Hana. Punch, punch, kick, down, carry on bouncing. Do. Punch, punch, kick, then carry on bouncing. Good. Set. Punch, punch, kick, carry on bouncing. Net. 1, 2, 3, and bounce. Good. Let's change the stance. So you got your other leg back. So you should have your right leg back now. Hands up. This might feel more comfortable this side. Ready? Let's try it on the other side. So it's going to be front hand jab first. So it'll be left hand punch, right hand cross punch, right leg kick, put the foot back down and carry on bouncing. Ready? Hana. Punch, punch, kick, back down and bounce. Do. Punch, punch, kick, back down, carry on bouncing. Set. 1, 2, 3, and down. Net. 1, 2, 3, and back down. Good. Well done. Okay, so let's finish off then. To cool down, we're going to run through a few stretches. So the first one I want you to do is if you place one hand on top of the other, roll the shoulders forwards and then push your arms away so you can feel the stretch around the top of the back. Slow, gentle breathing while we hold the stretch position, just to relax those muscles that you've worked today. Let's do the chest one. So place the hands into the lower part of the back and squeeze the shoulder blades back together, pulling the elbows backwards so you can feel the stretch across the chest. Good, and release. We're going to go into an inner thigh stretch next, so take the feet out as wide as you're comfortable with. Bend one knee, keeping the other leg straight, and then lean towards the straight leg so you can create that stretch on that inner thigh. Again, nice relaxed breathing as you hold the stretch. Let's switch over, same on the other side. So lean sideways towards that straight leg. Good, and then come back up. Let's do a quadricep stretch. So take hold of one ankle, pull the heel of that foot in towards your bottom and pull that knee backwards while you stand up straight so you can feel the stretch on the front of the thigh. And then swap over, same on the other side. Good, and then last stretch we're going to do is a hamstring and calf stretch. So put one foot in front of the other, front leg straight the knee, hands on the back leg, push the bottom up in the air behind you as you take your body forwards, and then lift the toes of that front foot back towards you so you can get the stretch all the way down the back of that straight leg. And then switch over and do the same on the other side. So I hope you've enjoyed this Taekwondo session today. If after we get out of lockdown you feel that you might want to start Taekwondo, it might be worth looking to find a local club near you. Good, well done everybody. I hope you've enjoyed today. So stay safe, stay active, and we'll finish off the lesson there. So face this way, attention like we did at the beginning, so feet together, kunye bow, and give yourself a round of applause. Well done.